Don't yell out. Don't yell out. We can't have that. We have. I'll tell you what. There's 3 speakers that signed up. I'm going to go with the last 3 speakers. Latia Stevenson, Diamond Carter, and D'Amica Gilmore. The last 3. They signed up late, but that's it. Mr. Tam, you're pointing to someone, but I don't know. I don't have them on my list. All right, I can't have people yelling, but Sergeant, can you figure out what the story is with Mr. Tam? Okay, we can't have this disruption. You need to leave this meeting. Sergeants, escort her out.
Dr. Truthbay, you've been ordered to leave the meeting quietly right away. Please comply with the order. Dr. Truthbay, you're violating the order. You're disrupting the meeting. You've been ordered removed.
We're trying to conduct the people's business. Lila Stevenson, Diamond Carter, or D'Amica Gilmore, please come forward if you're here. Those are the names of people who haven't signed up before. Okay, if those folks are not here, Mr. Tam, who has not spoken over there? If there's someone who hasn't spoken who signed up, then come forward.
Emotional damage.
Okay, Dr. Truthbay, we're about to listen to another speaker. We'd really appreciate it if you'd be quiet so that we can hear this person. Speaker, the floor is yours.
Thank you. In regards, I have a very emergency situation that I wanted to have addressed. I myself am a publicist and a community liaison. I do digital media marketing, event planning, and grant writing, and sometimes people fall in hard times. My children and I were placed with the Safety Initiative program. I have 2 sets of twins and 1 single child, and then I have my 3rd set of twins that's coming any week now.
What?
And they placed us in a 1-room hotel with feces on the wall, boogers on the wall. It's a 1 bed in the room. There's black mold all over the place. And one of my sets of twins has a very chronic medical condition where he has asthma and allergies, so we can't be in a situation where there's black mold and there's roaches in the room. And I won't even really go in the room. I've been staying in my car. I just wanted y'all to know what was going on with these programs, because they're paying probably about $100 a night for this hotel, and there's hotels that are much nicer, and I would like to see if that they may expedite any programs, a Section 8 program or something of that nature, because we are placed in a very, very critical situation that is unsafe. There's nails coming out of the walls. There's exposed wires, and plugs and stuff.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sorry for that condition, but we're trying with this budget to do as much as we can.
What's up, Jorge?
Next speaker is
this shit is
D'Amica
wild.
Gilmore.
I mean, I just say to you, like, you know, you had a kid, then you had a set of twins, then you had another set of twins. I mean, when you had the 3, I figured you probably weren't balling then, so maybe you shouldn't have had the other 2.
Thank you. Okay, D'Amica
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Sometimes it's about thinking
we've
about
called everyone
others
who
than
hasn't
yourself,
spoken
about
in
your
this
sexual
meeting.
feelings and just wanting to have a family.
Okay.
And if you can't afford the
We have-
family, don't have the family.
Are you coming
till
forward?
you
Have
can
you spoken?
afford it?
No. All right, then quickly come forward because
Because
we are
you're bringing
well
your
past our
kids into
time.
poverty. It's just the way I look at it, man. That's why I didn't have a kid, because I could barely afford myself growing up.
And Mr. Spindler, I know you've signed up with a vulgar name, but you already spoke in the beginning of this meeting on Monday. You did.
You know, I can't blame the kids, of course. Kids don't choose to be born, you know. But, man, it just, I feel like...
Good
That's wrong.
morning, everyone.
I feel like that's wrong.
My name is Diamond Gilmore. I have 2 daughters with me. I think they went to the bathroom. They both suffer from social anxiety. 2 of them tried to commit suicide. I'm now taking antidepressant and anxiety medication. We live at 115 West 91st Street at Connections for Women. I wanted my kids to be here with me, but they're shy. They went to the bathroom. We've been there a year and 1 month. No one has helped us. No one has came and said anything to us about moving, about mental health, trying to help us at all. And we were just trying to see if there was any way It doesn't have to be Section 8. It can be low income, because I'm not, I was working at Fashion Nova, but my blood pressure went up so high, the doctor took me off of work. I started working at a daycare center. They took me off of that because my blood pressure has been too high.
Thank you. Maybe we can get a staff member to talk with you and connect you with the right folks, but this is the budget meeting. We're dealing with the overall numbers. But if I could have a staff member talk to her.
Man, you guys got a hype train going? Man, thank you guys.
We have
thank
two,
you, Joe, for
folks who
35
signed up,
fucking
but somehow
months.
the machine
Jesus,
didn't catch
Joe.
them, which was
Shout out to you, Joe.
Joe.
30. I
Joseph.
wasn't even know if I had
If
been
you
on
could
there
come up,
35 months.
And then that is it.
Really,
And
1 month shy of
we have
3
covered
years.
Everybody
Wow. Thank
who
you,
has
Joe.
not spoken.
Appreciate you.
Go ahead.
I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you. I am Chaplain Ruth Belansky.
No, Draco, this was weird. This is a public meeting that they started an hour ago on a budget hearing, and all of a sudden, Mr. Harlan and everybody else showed up, started acting a fool. So I just went live.
A brilliant pianist.
Thank you,
before his
Jim.
illness
Jim Eaton.
overtook
Thank
him
you.
And his brain 30 years ago. He suffers, as does our family along with him. Not a danger to anyone. Unhoused, voices impelling him to walk and talk. Hunger consumes his day about where to find a meal.
Smoke.
A restroom,
What's up, Betty?
toilet, a safe place for night shelter. Attacked and beaten, arrested for talking to people, fearing hospitalization or imprisonment,
Hi, Ellen.
not trusting. I live in the area of Councilwoman Yaroslavsky, and I'm asking
Matt.
everybody to please spend every cent of the $250 million from Mayor Bass's budget on housing and mental health, and equivalently for behavioral health. Thank you. so much.
250 mil. Yeah, another 250 going
And
down
Ruth?
the drain, Billy.
Ruth. Okay, I can't have yelling from the audience. I'm sorry.
You
Ruth,
shut up. They're going to yell all you
and
want. Thank you, Allison.
Joseph. That's our last speaker. We were scheduled for just an hour. We're now at an hour 20, and we're very tight on time. There's going to be over 6 hours of testimony in this public hearing, throughout this public hearing. Go ahead, Mr. Joseph.
6
Hello,
hours.
my name is Joseph Courtney. Thank you for giving me the time to speak to you today. I'm an Episcopal priest in
6
the Diocese
hours?
of Los Angeles, and I want to support this budget proposal, especially the Inside Safe initiative, to make sure that it gets fully funded. When Jesus asked what it means to love your neighbor, Jesus told the story of the Good Samaritan. When a man was mugged, stripped, and beaten and left to the side of the road, it was the Good Samaritan who stopped, cared to his wounds, brought him to an inn, and paid for his stay. That's exactly what the Inside Safe initiative does. It brings people into the inn and gives them a place to stay. It wraps them around with services so that they're able to get the help that they need. And I support everything that the Inside Safe initiative does, and I hope that you also support it as a city council. Thank you very much for your time.
Stinks is doing okay, guys. He's lost a lot of bladder control due to the medication, so I'm on Pee Patrol. He's not 100%, so that's why I didn't jump on. And it's important I stay with him, and not just not pay attention to him for hours.
Questions that you want us to ask at bit.ly/LA budget questions. We are trying to do as much public comment as we can during this continuous budget hearing. We started with over 2 hours. Earlier in the week, we had over an hour. Today, we're getting folks who have not spoken, people who have spoken already. They can put their name on the list if we have time. I know, Mr. Goat Puppet, you wanted to speak again. Last time you were signed up as
Jennifer,
Petite
he's
Pig.
not going to wear that.
We will have a more public comment
Good luck.
next week on Tuesday. So if you're here and we didn't get to you, you can come back on then, or you can submit via writing. This concludes the public comment portion of this agenda, and now we're going to move into the discussion. So thank you very much. The next item on our agenda, folks, is to look at the budget memos, colleagues, to see if there are any changes to the budget memos, because we want to approve the budget memos or make additions and changes. and
I don't know
whatnot.
what district, Ratchet.
So with that, colleagues, Ms. Rodriguez, I see you have your hand up for changes.
Yes.
Hey, she's wearing blue today. Not black, but blue. It's blue, right? It's navy
Recreation
blue.
and Parks, the special study number
Is that blue?
142.
Yeah, that's blue.
I'd
Could you say
also-
what page it is?
That is page 10 of 12.
Okay. Go ahead.
On the assessment for Sheldon Skate Park, yes, I wanted it to be included as
Matthew?
part of the
Nice.
conversation
Hopefully it
with
passes,
the overall
man.
skate park report special study.
Skate
but I
park
would also
study.
like a budget memo on it for some interim improvements.
How much did the skate park study
Very
cost?
quickly,
I want to
Oscar.
know.
Very quickly, thank you, Mr. Chair. On page 6 of 12, budget impact 158.
If folks are leaving, if I could ask you to do so quietly, we have to conduct the business in the room. Thank
Go
you.
fuck
Page 6
yourself.
of 12, budget impact number 158.
Blumenfeld.
I want to add the sentence, additionally, comma, report on the last time the Academy had a class of 60 recruits or more, and the last year in which we had 12 classes or more of 60 recruits. That is an addition, and I want that to remain a budget impact and not a report. Thank you.
I had a couple more.
It's like the horse track
I want to
back
make
there.
sure that the folks who
loud.
need to catch this are catching it. Did you catch what he said? Okay.
Someone's
See ya.
sidebar going on back there.
Thank
It's important
you.
that I hear
Oh,
it, but
there
it's more
goes
important
Goat
that they hear
Boy.
it
He's
'cause
standing in
everybody-
line.
On
Dude.
page 9 of 12,
He's right there.
wrap
Goat Man is
item
right there.
number 116, it's missing the inclusion of hydration stations.
I'm sorry, say that again, on page
9
9.
of 12, page 9.
Okay.
Special study 116 should
Right.
also include hydration stations.
Include what? There's some,
Hy-
if folks could, if you're leaving, leave quietly. It's very hard to hear up here.
Sergeants,
I don't care. That's the whole point
ahead.
of it. So you can't hear.
Hydration stations should be included in 116.
Okay.
And then on
Thanks, Scooby.
transportation,
R. Kelly sponsor.
page 12.
Draco, I can't tell you for sure. I mean, hopefully
Item
tonight, maybe I'll do a
297
few
to
hours or something.
include,
I just don't want to do a lot right now.
To involve looking into the possibility
doing
of
so great,
utilizing
you know.
existing resources within city departments as well as funds allocated by LASA or other homeless service providers.
Okay.
And that concludes my amendments.
Okay. Chair Slotsky.
Man, that sucks because the Go Boy was right there, dude.
Thank you. I'd like
Ah,
to
Hype Train's
withdraw
out. There he is right
memo
there. Look
number
at him.
242
He's walking
on
back
page
out.
5.
Fuck, he's right there, dude.
Okay.
Hype
And
Train.
just number 268 on page 4
Let's
to include a
go.
report on restoring the resolution authority for principal project coordination
Hi, BJ.
and housing director. Right now, it just has principal project.
Yeah, it's a drinking fountain, essentially. I mean, that's a hydration station, essentially.
That was it. Thank you.
Man, he was just in there, dude.
Take that paper from me.
That sucks. See, it's weird. It's like I guess what they did is maybe canceled their normal meeting for the budget hearings. Is all I can think of.
Change to special study numbers 184, 272, and 312.
You know, and shit was starting to get stupid, so that's why I went live. I was like, man, I don't know if they're gonna go off because he's like, oh, we
Then
only have 2
also
more
there was
callers. I figured they'd
additional,
stop and then start again.
Ones that were asked but didn't get recorded, which was under police, request a budget impact memo to address additional overtime needs for sworn
Me
and
too,
civilian
Scooby.
staff outlined in the department's letter.
Timothy, thank you so much, Timothy. Ken.
And 2, request budget memo to create
Generally, thank
additional
you so much,
incentives
Timothy.
and increase incentive programs and determine additional incentives for bounce and hiring.
Yes, I did get a permanent ban from Twitter.
And then under homeless, number 291.
And you have a great weekend as well.
A very small word added. So it says, report on expenditure plan for the $14 million for the shelter and housing interventions in the general city purposes fund. Report on funding needed to expand housing
Hi,
navigation services to ensure that each, and adding in EHV participant, not just general participant, to ensure that each emergency housing voucher participant can enter into a lease. Report on funding needs. So that's just a.
Because I made fun of old
word
stupid
addition.
Joe.
And Mr.
Bot.
Price.
Under Housing Department.
Apparently that's against the
Item
rules.
263, that the paragraph should continue. What's needed to get units occupied or projects developed, or projects developed.
Okay. Colleagues, any additional one? On one more on memo 137, to indicate that the
I don't
breakdown
care.
is of current vehicles being
Doesn't hurt me
purchased
any.
in
I
this
ain't getting paid
fiscal
by
year.
them. In fact,
To-
all
to
I'm
add
doing
that.
is having people come follow my account and click onto their shit and give them the numbers and them the clicks, making Elon money. So at that point, I say to you, because as you guys know, I don't charge for any memberships or anything because they do that shit there. They do this shit everywhere now, right? I don't do that. Purposefully, I don't do that. Right? What about the people that can't afford that? What about the people that are living on a shoestring budget so they can't watch? You know what I mean? That's not fair. Fuck that. So I'm certainly happy to not be on their site, to not give them the clicks and have them lose out on millions of clicks. I'm all good from that. I'm all good on that.
Process, we're going to get more of these.
That makes me
as
happy.
we move
That actually
forward,
puts
we
a
can-
smile
we
on
can
my
also
face. Makes me
tweak
sleep
some
good
of
at night.
So
Go
with that,
Kings, go.
do we
Hopefully
need to
they
take a
can win
vote on that, or
tomorrow,
we can
man.
just move those forward?
Big game tomorrow against Edmonton.
What's that?
Without objection.
Without, all right, without objection, these are the budget memos, so we are hoping that we can get these departments to work on these right away and CAO, so we can have them done by Monday at noon, high noon.
Stinky's, slowly recovering. Like I said, he's doing a lot of sleeping and, he's not drinking enough water, unfortunately. So I'm kind of like watering his wet food down and making it almost soup to where it's, if he's going to eat the food, he's got to have water. You know what I mean? It sucks, I'm sure. He doesn't like it, but he still eats it. So it is what it is. I got to do whatever I can do to make sure that he's getting water inside of him. That and he's just lost a lot of his bladder control, so he pees a lot, like everywhere, uncontrollably. You know what I mean? So I got to be on pee patrol because I don't want my house smelling like piss. You don't want that sitting there for an hour. So that's a whole nother reason too. And he might pee 3 times in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Just to get his bladder going. And that's actually a good sign. That means there's no more blockage. That means he's able to pee, which means that's healthy. And from what I've read and when I talked to the vet, they all say the same thing, that the reason he's lost his bladder control is because of the medication. And when the medications run their course, in another 3 days, he'll be done with his medications. He should be back to like normal, to where he's just peeing. Because he's peeing in the box too. He's pooping in the box. It's just weird. Like all of a sudden he'll be in the kitchen and he'll just pee. You know what I mean? I'm not getting him kitty diapers. He's a kind of cat that you can't put anything on him. It's a fucking waste, I assure you. You put anything on him, he's going to be angry with you. He's a big cat. That's what they were tripping. Like, wow, he's so tall and long. I was like, yeah, he is. And he did good. He lost a little weight. He lost a half a pound. So he's done what he's, as far as the diet was concerned, that's working well. And so they gave me prescription food to get. Literally, you have to have the vet called Chewy. Okay, Chewy.com's bringing the food tomorrow. I'll show you guys the food. I bought $116 worth of 2 big racks of this prescription urinary tract food. So that way what it does is it basically it eats the crystals, or it makes it so the crystals don't form because of this specific food. So that's what it is. He's 3. He's just a little over 3 years old now, B. So, and it's common. It's not, it's called feline lower urinary tract infection syndrome or something like that. So, I mean, they have a whole thing for it. So, we took care of it, and I got his special food, and I can't give him any treats or anything else like that. They don't want anything else other than that diet, which, again, I don't want him back in the hospital. So it's that or nothing. I don't care how mad he gets at me. You know what I mean? That happened to your brother's cats, and they recovered. Sweet. See, that's what I'm saying. So I just need to be patient. It's just like all of you and I. It's not like a light switch where you just take one pill and it's fucking everything's great. It's not like that, Poor guy has his whole arm right here, or 2 inches, is all shaved again because remember they shaved it last time and they shaved it this time because they had to put an IV in his arm. They shaved all around his butt and his penis and his balls. So now it's like if you look at him from behind, it's like it looks weird. It's almost like they took his butt out. It's what it looks like. It's weird. Because they had to do the procedure, so they had to shave him all around there. So, he's gone through a lot, and that's why I kind of want to make sure that I'm here for him and pet him and talk to him constantly and make sure that everything is good. versus just coming in the room for 5 hours and in the hopes that he makes his way over here, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's not fair. So I hate to disappoint you guys, I really do. But you know it's not purposeful. You know what I mean? It's I just got to make sure he's good. I just do. I mean, you know, I'm sure you guys would be very angry with me if I didn't take care of him properly. So there is that. So yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, all I could tell you for now. We're just going to let everything run its course after the medication, as long as he's peeing properly and everything's good. There should be no reason other than they told me a 6 months checkup after that, you know, just to have him checked. But I normally do that anyways. Maybe not 6 months. You know, I've done it once a year since I've had him. It's been there 3 times. So I think 6 months is a little, I mean, what human really goes to the hospital every 6 months? I mean, maybe when you're in your 70s, but other than that, you don't do that. You know what I mean? And they keep telling me, oh, stress, keep them, low stress, keep it quiet. So, I mean, putting him in the cage and bringing him in a car and then having people touch him, I mean, that's got to be stressful. So I just kind of want to keep that away from him too. You know what I mean? I just want to let him be. If that makes sense. If that makes any sense, I just want to let him be. Who sent that? I want to say thank you to who that was. When I said, guys, man, I guess my face don't work. I guess my face is gone. It doesn't work. Sabrina, thank you so much, Sabrina. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that. Sabrina Claytor, thank you so much, Sabrina. I'm a normal cat dad. I'm no great cat dad. I just want to make sure the cat, you know, I love him. He's my best friend. And, you know, that's it. I don't know what else to say. You guys all love him. My friends love him. So my mom loves him. I mean, a lot of people would be angry if I just let him go. You know, and that was, I mean, I had to make a fucking choice last week. Do I plunk down money and let him live? Or do I not and let him just get sick and die in a week? You know, that's just, I couldn't do that to him, man. That's not right. Brings me too much pleasure, you know what I mean? He's too good of a little boy. Hogan, thank you so much for the subscription to Twitch Prime. Welcome to the family. All right, guys, let's listen back to these dickheads. It's going to be really boring. I don't even know. Maybe we should just go off. Do we really want to sit here and listen to these idiots just talk without any interruption from us as the people?
Areas in multiple districts and in those districts that are very high burden by, disadvantaged or underserved. We also have the Clean and Green program that one provides school-age youth opportunities for success.
Thank you, Hogan. I appreciate you.
Skills, training, education, work experience with an emphasis on conservation and service projects. This is a contract with the LACC. And what they
LA
do
Community
is
College?
they identify different locations to go. So it's not a continuous.
You got to do entire 6 hours of
locations,
comments.
and a lot of the time,
You guys will be
they're in
asleep.
coordination with districts, with your districts and with your
Right
with your
around the
field staff.
145 mark, you guys will be.
Clean Streets LA. It's a public
got
right-of-way
enough.
cleanup program that provides citywide
Shit is
litter
torture.
removal and weed abatement, bulky item removal services.
She spit
The
on your
Clean
face?
Streets LA crews coordinate with Council Office, LAPD, the Office of Community Beautification, and determine work locations that way. These crews are not restricted.
No,
by
Fred,
a
I
certain
really don't want
corridor or
to.
boundary.
No, I don't want to
These
do
are the
that.
ones
I'll
we
take
can
care of
call
it myself.
on
Just
at
work,
any time, like if there's
sell a few more
special
cards.
necessity, for
That's it.
example, the Super
I'm not
Bowl,
one-
when it
I don't
came,
wanna
we
do
made
that to
sure
you
that,
guys. No.
all around the city or major
my
areas were
responsibility.
cleaned up. So they're very specific. We also help sanitation clean up.
But the reason I tell people is because there's a lot of folks who legitly donate to Stinks and not me. And they want to make sure that it goes to Stinks and not me. So that's why on Twitter and all that, I used to post, and even on Instagram, I still post of like stuff that you guys, that I'll get him. Like, you know, I bought him a brand new bed. Of course, he peed in that. Like a day into it, he pissed in it. And bought him a bunch of new toys and a bunch of stuff when I welcomed him home from the hospital. I wanted him to feel like it was fresh and new, and I cleaned the whole house and got everything all clean and nice, cleaned all his bedding and, you know, cleaned the water fountain just to make it perfect for him, you know? And so I used the money for that instead of getting the treats and the food that you guys like me to get him, because I can't get that now. He's got to stay on this prescription diet, which trip me out. Like, legitly, you got to go on to, they will not send you the food unless the vet talks to you or you upload the veterinarian's prescription, like the actual paper. If you don't do those things, and even then, because I did that to speed the process up, I uploaded it on there, and I'm telling you, I don't know, maybe 6 hours later, I got an email from them talking about how they talked to the vet, and then the vet confirmed it. So, yeah, it's a trip. I wouldn't think that why you'd need prescription food, like why that would be a bad thing for me to able to just go and get it Petco. But apparently not. You can't just pick it up like that. You got to have this, like I said, you got to have the doctor recommendation. Your peppers, please. Yeah, right, dude? I mean, like, you ain't getting high from it. I mean, if anything, it's a stress-relieving food. It's to calm them. It's to clean their urinary tract and to calm him. That's the two things that this food does, apparently. Just keeps him calm, not stressed out, and cleans his urethra. I don't know if there's prescription food for humans, but we know we got plenty of prescription, any kind of items that are, I mean, shit, you can't even get like a blood pressure medication that's not getting you high. That shit, you can take it all. You ain't gonna get you high. But you still got to have a prescription for it. So it's kind of how it is, man. And I tripped out. It's weird the way they do it. It's so much like us. They work on these animals just the way they do, and then you see those bills, and you're like, "Oh my God, it's just like I went to the hospital." So it's wild, dude. But these people did a good job, and they have a really nice little hospital, and yeah, man, I think they do a good job for these animals. Be a tough job to have to see animals all day just in bad shape. That's a job I don't know if I could do. I'll be a pet groomer over that, because at least a groomer, you see them fucked up, but then you see how great they look when you clean them all up and shampoo them and put a bow in their hair, and they're loving life, feeling all shiny and new. All right, let's listen to these ding-dongs for a moment. Sorry, guys.
No one is actually making sure that they're delivering the pieces that the kids of this city actually need. And so there's
Now
a
you care
lens
about
by
the
which
kids.
we should be evaluating all of these efforts. So
Shout out to all the
it's
vets,
actually
man. And the
attending
vet
to the needs
techs.
of young people in the city. So I would like to also include in the metric looking at the goals and targets based on youth conveyed priorities. That the youth development department also be included in your metric. So again, what are your objectives with each of these programs? What populations are, like, everything? I want a comprehensive report.
We'll do.
Okay, and then
Ms.
also.
Rodriguez, can we come back to you just to keep it moving?
Sure.
Okay. Next, Mr.
Really?
Price.
Yours were over 13,000, BJ? Holy
I too want to
shit.
thank
I'm praying
Ms. Garcia
Pet
and
Insurance
team
gives us some
for
break.
your
I
hard
highly
work.
recommend
Appreciate
getting
your efforts.
Pet
I was
Insurance.
really happy to see additional funds added
Yeah,
in the budget for the
it was
clean
pricey, BJ. It
LA
wasn't that
program.
pricey, but it was
I
not
think
far
some
from that.
Tools, like a toolbox.
I can tell you, it's in
Helping
that
to pick up
neighborhood.
trash, read
It was
bulky
wild.
items, so very
But what do you
important
do, right? You gonna
on
let
the
them die?
streets.
No,
Question, do
you're
you
not
think you
gonna
have
let them die.
adequate staff
I'm not
in
gonna
order
let them
to
die.
address these issues?
These are, your family members, man.
We do. However, we are.
To me, it's a
asking
couple
this
cards,
time
sell
around
off
to
some cards,
reconsider
and
the program
fuck it.
manager.
It's
It was
cardboard.
deleted in this.
I'd rather
year's
have him than the
funding, and
cardboard.
We just wanted to reinstate it back. The program manager for the Clean LA program currently, as it is right now,
Investigation
would
underway
be
after
deleted. And
infant
we
found
just
dead in
received $6
South
million
LA
to
or South El
reinstate
Monte.
the adult
Aye.
Clean LA program. So therefore, we are
Ay, ay, ay.
asking for reconsideration for her position
Poor
to
little baby, man.
to be restored.
Okay. Well, I'd like to get a budget.
You'd get a new pet
budget
before you
memo
spend
considering,
13K. Well,
two
fear, that's, again,
senior management analysts.
It is what it is. A lot of
Assistance
people have a
program.
beautiful attachment to these
Yes.
beautiful
Yes.
animals, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't just trade him in.
There is no cost. We are not asking for
couldn't.
any
I
cost.
love
We're
him.
just asking for the authority for those two senior management.
I mean,
One of them will be to be the program manager for the Clean LA Youth and Adult Program. And the second one is the senior management to be the program manager for the Workforce Equity Demonstration Program. We are fully 100% fully grant funded. Grant funded.
I saw
for
that
the,
teller, Mac.
WED program,
I know
the
that
senior
stuff.
management, all we're asking for
I've
is the
seen it.
authority.
Okay, I'd like to get a memo, Mr. Chair. On
You know what's funny is they didn't say that. What they actually said was, even though I only have one cat in the house, they said have more than one litter box. Do any of you that have cats and have more than one litter box? Now I get that if you have like multiple cats, they probably don't want to go in the same box. I get that, but I don't have that situation. I've never had more than one cat, so I'm wondering, since I've never had that in my house, does anybody have one cat with multiple litter boxes? So you guys do, Michael and Calamity Girl. That's I see. I didn't even need. I never knew that. I was baffled. I was like, 2? Well, what for? Just don't worry about it. Get another one.
Geologic Energy Management. They're the main records
That's
holder.
just so
We're also
weird.
looking at our old archives
See,
from the
most of you
CAO's
had
office,
too. That's
while
weird.
looking at information.
Do you need anything? Is it
Huh.
coming along, or do you need any resources? To
More
make sure
places
this
to
keeps
go,
moving?
Ratchet.
What
And
we've
sometimes
noticed
they almost feel like they may get disgusted in one for a moment for some odd reason or another. Cats are finicky sometimes. They get stressed out by weird things, so there's another place for them to go. You know, it's like another option. Same with water. They were telling me, don't have water, just water, one bowl. Have a bowl in 2 or 3 places, so that way when they're in that room, they'll stop and get that water, so they don't have to go all the way back into the other room to get the water. And that'll hopefully train them to drink more water, because that's a big problem with cats. They don't seem to want to drink a whole lot of water. I get it. Water doesn't taste all that great. Maybe I should put like Mountain Dew in there. Uh-oh, what did I do? I did something.
Particularly air monitoring around wells and operations. Are we doing that, and do we need anything to increase those efforts?
So thank you. As you've mentioned, there are some activities. Last year's budget gave us quite a bit of money, $1.25 million for air monitoring.
I guess I'm
through
a
the
pig
Climate
then,
Equity
Michael.
Fund, as well as money for compliance and transparency.
Why are you over here
data,
watching
so
a pig?
everyone in
Don't
the
tell
city
your
has
friends, Mike.
access to understand
You're over
what's
here
happening
watching
at the drill
them.
sites. And those are all going to be RFPs. We, at this point, are trying to... We've lost momentum. We also had a project.
And I'd be willing to bet my house is as clean, if not cleaner than yours.
Paid properly.
Be willing to put money on
we lost
that.
momentum,
Money where my
unfortunately.
mouth
I'm
is.
embarrassed to say we haven't gotten some of these projects off the ground yet because we lost contractual services. So if we had that one person helping with contracting, that could help all of these studies.
I have a fountain. Have a fountain and 1, 2, 3, 4 bowls plus a fountain set up. 4 bowls plus a
How
fountain.
we could actually
Holy shit.
ramp up
Trish
and
Kelly.
step up our
My money
efforts on
don't
air
jiggle
monitoring.
jiggle.
Thank you, Trish. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put that right there.
Impressive.
Thank you,
One quick
Trish.
thing. I'm glad that the budget includes funding for the Climate Emergency Management Office and the Heat Action Plan. I'm
gonna throw
I see
that
that you
right
have
on the bill.
priority
Thank
neighborhoods
you, Trish. I
listed.
appreciate that.
And I wanted to
Thanks,
see,
Trish.
did you use the California Healthy Index Extreme Heat?
You know, he liked
to
the
determine
old
the
fountain that I
priorities,
had.
and the reason I
This
asked
new
that
one?
is of the top 20 hottest census tracts in the city of Los Angeles, they're all in CD3. But some of the areas that were chosen for heat
Raised
action
bowls?
plan,
What's a raised bowl?
are areas that are much cooler. For example, one in my
That's right,
good
Shells. That's-
friend
my whole
Costco
place is
district
like
in
that.
Wilmington, they
I'm just one of those people that when I get up in the morning, if my house is clean, I feel like more energetic and ready to do things. If my house is dirty for some reason, I got a pile of laundry needs, I'm more sluggish. Maybe I shouldn't be that way, but I mean, remember I was a car detailer forever. I would clean other people's cars for a living, so you goddamn know my shit was clean. I had to have it that way. They wouldn't like, yeah, look how he treats his car. I ain't let him touch my shit.
But we're in the verge of creating.
So you got to remember
our
that.
own
Mike doesn't know that.
heat Index, including the data that you've mentioned, but also the UCLA heat risk map and also CalEnviro screen. We haven't released it yet, and I guess the main message is we haven't determined which are the target areas for the heat action plan because the heat action plan has not yet been developed. We're in the process of creating a framework for the heat action plan. And we will definitely be including the heat index.
Well, he's barely
that you
3,
have
Jim.
mentioned.
He's
So
he's
my
still a
apologies
baby
for
at
any
3.
confusion, but that,
I mean,
that
old is
lists priority
10,
neighborhoods.
15. You know,
in the budget proposal.
in the heat action plan.
We don't have a heat
not right
action
now,
plan,
Craig. I'm
sir.
busy.
Okay, well then where am I seeing this here? All right, well we have a list that has the priority neighborhoods that I guess came out of
Red
out of
Bull
your
for
office
Cat
somehow.
Man.
But we can look at,
don't
into
think
that
he'd
afterwards.
drink
We can
any
do a
of that
special
stuff.
study
Absolutely.
just to see how that's
He'd
being done.
sniff it,
And there's a lot of
then he'd
factors that
walk
go into
away.
it. I just want to make sure that,
You know,
that the heat is actually one of them, because
Exactly. Well, here's the.
All right, I can't even do this anymore. Like, I can't. I can't listen to these motherfuckers. I just can't. I'd rather watch like Amsterdam. See what's going on in Amsterdam. The live shot of the dam or something, and listen to the police calls. Let's do that. I just can't hear these idiots no more. Let's see the madness going on. It just, it's just senseless babbling when there's
We
no.
need to pay a unit and with smart, my tone is 21830 Ventura, code 2 incident 1712 RD 2187.
It's just senseless babble when there's no interjection from the city and the real opinion out there. It's just them, grandstanding to themselves, gaslighting themselves. Tam, I'm not sure. So I feel like I might go on and maybe do an hour or two with you guys. I just don't want to do 4 or 5 hours and leave him sitting in the room, and you know what I mean? I just don't want to do that. And he might be peeing over there, and then I go over there and it smells, and just a whole. You don't want to leave that sitting out there. Trust, it's acidic as fuck. It stinks. So I just think it's the best thing to just kind of, tread lightly. You know what I mean? That way everybody's happy. You guys get a little bit. He gets his attention. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy, and so is the CD Lamb. Someone bought a CD Lamb card. Shout out to them. God, football's almost here. Draft was yesterday.
Unit 211 Thailand 1600 West 7th Street 1670 West 7th Street. Hold up button activated from the office at the WSS code 3 incident 1726
Damn.
3266.
They're robbing the shoe warehouse. Dude, there's so much shit that happens at these shoe warehouses.
Unit disregard.
They're getting out of here, hopefully. So who knows? Maybe they're going to start their meeting later. Who knows? I'll keep an eye. If they bring the public back in, we'll...
Unit 291 211 Thailand 1600 West 7th Street 1600 West 7th Street at the WSS. Hold up alarm activated from the office code 3 incident 1726.
That's...
RD 266.
Either they're in the office and seeing the robbery out front, or these dudes went into the office where, like, the manager is, straight robbed them like that. One of the two. I like the Rams, and the Rams are my team, Mike. I was a Raiders fan until 95, till the Raiders left here. When they left here, I felt very slighted. And I understand it's a business thing or whatever. I just was pissed. I was like, fuck that. Fuck you guys, and that's that. So from then until 2000, what was it, 15? I want to say it's 20 years. Seriously, 20 years I watched football with no team. I just enjoyed the Bengals versus the Colts or whoever the fuck played that day. I just enjoyed the game. And that's how I am. There's times where, like right now, I'll go in the room and, because I'm on the West Coast, I can see the, Cleveland versus Milwaukee and enjoy the game. I'm sorry, baseball, you know what I mean? And so the same thing was with football, you know what I mean? And so I said to myself, whoever comes here first, comes back to LA, I'll support whoever it is, and hopefully it won't be the Raiders or the Chargers. and thankfully it wasn't. It was the Rams, so I supported the Rams, and I'm a Rams fan. So I got season tickets right away. Be Real and I got seats together for the first 2 seasons, and we enjoyed that for a while. And then we stopped getting the season seats just because, in that time of the year, August is very. You're still in the full swing of a tour season for him. So he's on tour, and at that time he was doing, Prophets of Rage. He was doing Cypress Hill. He was doing fucking everything. That's why I call him the octopus, by the way. Because he's only doing 8 things at once. And so he was like wasting the tickets. And then he was like, just sell the tickets. Like, man, I don't want to sit next to randos. That's why we bought the tickets. So I can sit next to you. You can sit next to me. We don't have some rando bothering each other the whole goddamn time. So then we just stopped buying the tickets. And then I said to myself, it kind of sucks anyways, because it's like your morning's killed. Sometimes those morning games, you got to get up all early, 8 o'clock in the morning to go down to down there to catch the game. And it's just a traffic nightmare too, the way it was at the Coliseum. So yeah. And then it was actually good because the whole bullshit of the world happened. We'll leave it at that. I won't say the word.
Come in on West Valley frequency, Burbank west of Woodley, for code 37 that ran into a wash.
Ooh, a stolen car into a wash. Yeah, so basically, because of what happened, I didn't comply, so I wasn't allowed in any arenas. We'll leave it at that. Because they were very strict here for years. I didn't go to any Laker games, no King games, no nothing for over 2 years. And it was the same thing with the Rams. So had I bought the seats, I wouldn't have been able to use them anyways. So...
South Tower units 25TL 21, 25TL 21, ambulance traffic, 117th and Hoover, 117th and Hoover, code 3 incident 1737, RD 1861.
Car wreck.
For GTA suspect Burbank to Woodley.
So yeah, that's my story in a nutshell, and I'm sticking to it for now.
Suspect unit ADW suspect there now, 2622 San Marino Street, 2622 San Marino Street, in apartment 201. The suspect pulled a knife on a tenant. It's code 3, incident 1744, 2058. Murder counts for additional and for health and safety.
I'm gonna slice you up!
You guys want to? Oh, I mean, it's early in the morning there. I think in Japan. It's like 4 in the morning.
668 Imperial Street.
No, it's 2 in the morning.
Disconnected. No location given.
Nah, it can't be that late. I mean, that early.
159.
It's got to be like, what, 9 o'clock at night? Something like that. Here we go. It's awfully dead. Nah, it's got to be later than 9. Look how dead it is. Have you ever seen it that dead? You've never seen it that dead. You have never seen it that bad. Let me get this out of the way. There you go. It's 4:50 in the morning. That's what it is. Okay. Dude, look at the cops. What's the cops doing? Oh, look at them. They're all running in there, too. Look, 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 look. What's going on? Where are all the cops going? The fuck is going on? Oh, I thought those were cops. They was running. I seen 4 dudes running. I thought this shit was sus. They're running to catch the train or whatever, so they don't fucking miss it. No, man, it's the last one for fucking 20 minutes. 16-hour difference. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to go to fucking Tokyo. It'd be so much fun to go to Japan. Go to Osaka, go to Tokyo. So many cool places. See, this is the time. Look, you go and you take your pictures like she's doing. Look at her. See? Look at them. Totally taking their pictures. 4:50 in the morning. It's like, this is the time because you can't. Otherwise, you're in the sea of peeps. You're in the absolute sea of. Look at this. So they're doing their TikTok videos and shit. Fools are photo bombing them. I love it. I love it. I can't get in there. I don't think so. Don't you have to be vaccinated? I'm pretty sure you do. Most of these countries, they still want a vaccination status. They ain't getting no vaccination status. Look at that weird cop cars, dude. Some cop cars look funny. They're all elongated, long ass like Camry cop cars. It's like a 2-door Solara. That's what it is. It's like a 2-door Toyota Solara cop car. Even their ambulance is weird. What's up, Heather?
I need to ping a unit with the fire department 7055 Shoup Avenue.
That's crazy, Allison.
61 2135.
Yeah, to see what happened in Nagasaki and Hiroshima was wild. Hey. But you know what? I'm gonna say it's odd, but it strengthened those people's. Those people's resolve is already strong, and I think it only strengthened them, made them stronger as a whole.
North Vermont,
for real.
John's Marketplace, suspect possible gang member, male, white shirt, plus armed with a knife, chasing security guard. Line disconnected. Incident 1764, RD 1151. Standby for
another gang member. Well, I think as a country, I never really hear them say much about it. It's true, but I think that it brought them together. They're already strong folks, so all it did is strengthen their resolve. And
what's the unit 3? 311 man, Sepulveda in Moraga. Suspect male black, approximately 30 to 40 years. Code 2 incident 1770, RD805.
All right, another 311 man.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
I am no pervert.
Oh, yeah. Don't they sell used? They do sell used underwear in vending machines.
Ambulance to 11 been Hobart, 11 been Hobart. Suspect last room 5 minutes ago, 11 towards Pico. Suspect vehicles a black BMW. Black BMW.
Oh, yeah, I know. ADR. That's
Continuing, black BMW, no license plate. Suspect is a male black. Assaulted female victim to take her purse. Code 3 1769 RD 2050.
See, the lady just got robbed for her purse and assaulted. She probably didn't want to give it up. That's why she needed that mace to spray his ass and then whop him. Yeah, that's the red light district there.
Hey, Union Unit.
ADR.
I was running in Broadway. See the PR at the mobile gas station. I'm under transportation. Code 2
I mean, like I was telling you, it's not just Amsterdam. Look, it ain't just this place that has a red light district. This is just the most famous one. That's all. This one's just the most famous. Okay? But this place has one. I told you, go to Frankfurt, Germany. It's called
Unit, see the officer holding 44, suspect in custody, 21490.
petty theft.
Victory Boulevard, Nordstrom's Rack, code 2, incident 1776, RD 2156.
Someone stealing for Nordstrom's.
All I've got, I had to steal.
So yeah, if you go to Frankfurt, Germany, it's called the Schlitterbahn, and it's like a giant apartment building. It's got like different floors, and each floor is a different flavor. I'll leave it at that. Eddie Van Halen, I use a few. I use 2 SDS 200s, and then I use one 596 HP. And then, on the road, when I go out on the road, which I haven't done in a while, but go on the road, we use a 396 XT handheld. All Uniden stuff. All Uniden. Oh, that's right, Calamity Girl. That's what I'm saying, because again, Europe, they don't look at sex the way we do here. So much more, it's blasé. There's nude beaches all the time. People aren't like, oh my God, there's a titty. Like, because you show them a bunch of titties, people aren't so ooh and on over a titty. When you keep this titty secretive, everybody's oohing and on over the titty.
Subjects, male Hispanic, 33 years, 5'10", black shirt and black pants. Code 21778 1249.
What's up, Ahmed? How are you, Ahmed? Shout out to you. Saudi Arabia. But, yeah, like I said, they all pretty much have theirs. That's why I always feel like sex should not be illegal. To sell sex. That's why I think when you have like a legitimate run red light district, it's better for everybody. It's better for the ladies or the men that are doing the job.
South St. Andrews Place, open line. Female male heart arguments. Code 2, incident 1780 in RD 1203.
The city, the cities get money from it, revenue from it. So, I mean,
It's an 1171.
It's a higher rate, you say, Hunter?
There now, 1601 North Vermont. There's an additional.
Maybe it's because they like fucking. Raw dogging.
Instead of callback, there's no further. Incident 1764.
It is live, Mike. It is live, Mr. Mike Hawk. Mike Hack. All right, you guys ready? Let's
smoke.
All the late partiers, motherfuckers is late partiers. Or they're the early risers going to work. It's a combination of both. Bulls is a late night. Oh, man, I'm fucking faded. Just went to the pub, got too faded.
Ambulance, female mental illness, 11110 DeHaven Avenue, code 20172, RD 1623.
Male mental illness or female mental illness? Oh, my shit's falling off here, man. Shit, yeah. That's what I get for dancing to Belle Biv DeVoe. It's a way to wake you up in the morning. Coffee and Bell Biv DeVoe. Oh, man. It's going to be a long day. Got to get some cards up today. I was proud of myself, though, even with watching him. You know, because I can sit next to him and list cards on my laptop and just, stare at him, look over at him. And did 107 cards yesterday, so I felt like I got a lot done. Sold a few cards today, made $600. Put that towards the bill. So, yeah, man. Just got that done, and I want to run a sale, I think, maybe this weekend. Sell a few more cards. Get all that situated, and that way he's taken care of, squared away. And all I got to do is worry about him getting better. So the SDS 200 is the home model, correct? And the SDS 100 is the portable, correct? Can you take the SDS mobile? Well, technically you can, because plenty of people put the SDS 200s in their car. But in this day and age, I really wouldn't suggest you having something like that in your car, because someone will bust your window and go in there and rip that motherfucker out when you're gone for 5-10 minutes. And then your scanner's gone, which is $750 plus your window. You remember old school when they used to bust the windows and pull the pull-outs? Remember pull-out radios and shit? Folks would be stealing radios back in the day. Yeah, it'd be the same thing, Or when they used to, people had those old Garmin fucking navigations. Fools were busting your windows because I get it. It's the whole goddamn deal of putting it up with the suction cup. You don't want to, I want to fucking just leave it up. Then you can come back and your window's busted and your Garmin's gone and all that. But thankfully, with technology and how fast it works, they've integrated these. Most cars now have navigation and radios that really don't pull out, or a sound system to where it's good enough to where you, as the buyer, don't really care about upgrading it because it's good enough as it is. So it's kind of thwarted those issues. But those used to be big issues back in the day. Fools were stealing Alpine pullouts and detachable face radios all day long, and like I said, navigational, things. So anything that you can, hi baby boy, hi. Hold on a second. Come here. Oh, okay. All right, lava. Okay. It's okay. I love you. Pop loves. Papa loves you. You feeling okay? Yeah, Papa loves you. You okay? We got more food for you later. Gotta give you your shot. Yeah, it's time for your shot right now. Gotta give you your medication. It's time for your meds. Stinky little baby boy. Oh, stinky baby boy. It's time for your medication.
Hollywood unit, possible IDW suspect 12450 Burbank Boulevard inside of the Tel Aviv restaurant. The suspect is currently inside of the kitchen. A male, other 40 years, white shirt, blue pants. Code 2 into 1800 85243.
Oh, it's when I'm buying them gift keys in? I love you. Oh, I love you. You don't even have the energy to give Dad bites. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. I know. You don't feel good, I know. Look how he's holding me. You see how he's holding me, guys? Now, normally, he'll give me a little love bite or whatever. You guys know he's frisky like that. He's not feeling good. Oh. My baby's not feeling good. You're gonna be okay, I promise. Doctor said you're all good. Just gotta finish all your medication. And Chewy's bringing the food tomorrow, and I got extra food still. You'll be good. I'm gonna get you those treatsies that they said. I got prescription treatsies. My little baby, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Calamity Girl. It's like, Is he purring right now? No. I think he's liking it. Otherwise, he would have left. You know, but he's all. He's just kind of in another world. He's drugged up. He's high.
Deputy Unit Criminal Justice Investigation in Parthenia and Lindley at the Trebek Center. Code 2 Incident 1801.
I mean, what's up, Chester? Yeah, I mean, he's so tired. Think about it. He spent almost 3 days in the hospital all by himself. Didn't know where he was. He probably thought I gave him away. He had to go through a surgery and have his all of his butt and all that stuff shaved, his legs shaved. Like, you know, it's a lot. Change a diet when you come home. Having medications now. Yeah, I know it's not good right now. But Daddy loves you and he's here. They all love you too. And your grandma keeps calling every day. You okay? No, I love you too. Kisses, all kisses for Daddy. Kisses. I love you, kid. I love you. I love him. See how much love he's giving? Oh man. How could you let this guy die? How could you do it? For a couple dollars? No way. No way. I'll pay those bills. You're my baby. You're my son. Can't let you go, baby. You're my baby. Ow! Then he bites my face. Here's my baby. Ow. It's good to see you're biting. That's what I want to see. I want to see your energy. I want to see your energy. Did you give me blood?
Thank you, 77 units, 459 Submarket, 1903 West 83rd Street, taking out from the resident. The observed the suspect on a ring camera jumped the rear fence and attempted to force entry into the residence. Unknown if they gained entry. Constitution 1805 or the post 65.
Yeah, he made me bleed. Hold on, is that blood? No. Wait, is it? No, I thought it was blood. I thought you made me bleed, Tacos. Ready to go down? Okay. You want food, huh? He's back. You see what I'm saying, though? He's just off different.
125, Roger, show me around, please.
You want to go down? I did get cut. You did get me. Ow. Why do you keep biting, Daddy? Oh, you got me. I'm bleeding a little bit. Oh, oh.
AW person violence suspect 247 West 66th Street and the alley appears a suspect, female Hispanic, wearing orange shirt and further description. So to the PR. Correction, I saw to the voice press on your phone at this stage.
I can't see.
I'm standing by.
Let me take a picture. I can't see it.
Correction. Monitor comments for additional. Row 2 incident 1820.
Oh, right there. I can see it right there. Hold on.
Given possible battery domestic violence 6131 cold weather 10 in the unit 8C. Physical and verbal dispute heard only. Code 2 incident 1823 or
You can't see that.
2939.
Never mind. Yeah, you got me a little bit. Just enough. You nipped me just enough to break the skin. I love it. That's a love bite. But I'll take it all day, man. Shows he's getting his energy up and all that. So I love it. Yeah, him having attitude's a good sign. Yeah, that's what I want him because he wasn't like he just wasn't himself. And the more he's back to being himself, god damn, so much hair, dude. Ugh. Can't stand the hair around. He's shedding like a motherfucker too, you know. Again, I guess that's normal, you know, for this time of the year.
Motor vehicle. Suspect in an area of White Oak and Ventura. Suspects, a male Hispanic, 26 years, blue shirt, blue jeans, same time from with PR's motorhome.
Uh-oh.
1827 on 1065.
Fogger with the motorhome. Stinks. I give him catnip, Mick. I just bought him some.
Ambulance, traffic center, and Calvin, Ventura, and Calvin. Code 3, incident 1826, 1061.
The reason I gave him it is because, again, the fact that he sits around, doesn't do a whole lot, he's kind of lethargic a lot, you know, it isn't good for the urinary tract, apparently. So you want him moving as much as you can, and that's always good for body weight and all that stuff, too. So what I realize is with the catnip, it gets him, you know, a little faded. It gets him a little wild, you know, like it does to all cats, like crack to them or whatever. So, you know, I dip his toys in the bag, shake the bag up, take the toy out, throw the toy, and, you know, he'll fuck with it for 5-10 minutes, you know, taking it, running around the house like a crazy cat for a moment, this, that, and the other. So, yeah. Oh! In the street, like doing a fucking, look at him. This fool's laying in the street. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, they were done. What they were doing was a budget meeting. So let me go back and see if they've changed it, but I doubt it. I don't think they've done anything different. They're still budgeting. Yeah, they're still budgeting. Don't really want. They're talking about street lighting right now. Do I have a cat wheel? I don't. But the problem with those wheels is either your cat's going to use it or he's not. Or she's not. And that's the problem. And they're expensive. Those are really expensive toys. My friend's got one, and his cat never goes on it. Ever.
70 is showing your profile suspects are now 1903 West 80th.
I don't know if he's that kind of a cat. I don't think he'd go on it.
Suspects are 2 possible juveniles for early 20s. Number 1 graders, such are lime green gloves, black pants, white shoes. Suspect 2 is wearing a black shirt or sweater, dark pants, wearing probably possible green or yellow gloves. Citizen is at 1805. 1 North Alvarado, 141 North Alvarado.
That, I missed a dono?
Correction, Hollywood.
NJ, I missed your dono. I apologize.
Just second information.
Who said a dono? Let me see.
26 years. Sent text message stating she slit her wrist. Monarch comments code 3 instead of 1831 and already took it back.
Hold on, let me look in the bar coming up because I don't know why I don't see it in the chat room. Didn't come up. Oh, on PayPal. That's why.
Suspect is substitute teacher at the school today. Code 2 incident.
Nora.
RD 1774.
Nora Parrish. Thank you so much, Nora. I apologize, Nora, because it doesn't come up on the what do you call it? I appreciate anything, Nora. Thank you so much. I apologize, Nora. You know, I only see that on the phone, so if I miss it, like, you know, not in my view on the phone, you know what I mean? So I gotta figure out. I don't think there's a way with Streamlabs in order to, you know how you have the pop-up sometimes.
Come in on 77th frequency for 449. Suspects are now 1903
Burglary.
West 83rd Street. Suspects are possibly wanted for additional burglaries in the area. Lane. Code 21844 RD 1088.
The pop-ups, you know, because it's funny, like they only allow pop-ups from certain sites. You know, like Venmo or whatever, let's just say. So Venmo, it'll work, but I try to put Cash App and it won't, kind of. It's kind of weird like that. So you can't, it's not like across the board where, okay, you get from these people, you can set all these accounts up. So anybody who's sending you money across the board, it'll pop up on the screen. And I wish it was that way. You know, when we set this up about 3 years ago, it wasn't. So maybe I need to go look back into that. I need to ask Jeremy. But, you know, because I'd like to have it all pop up in there. But again, Nora, I appreciate you. You're killing me, Larry. Oh, man. Well, it depends on what time of the day, Mick, but it's always really indica. Not much of a... It's really rare to find straight sativas anymore. It's really rare. Everything's a crossbred, you know, a crossbred strain. In fact, some are quad strains, where it's 4 strains in one. So it's getting that intricate. That's why I really tell you, these folks that are growers, and especially the geneticists, like my friend the DNA, shout out to Aaron and Don, they are pushing the limit. I mean, that's a literal science. Is you're taking 4 different strains and melding them into one, and actually having it become a thing. Like, it actually works, and it's great. Not you just playing around in a lab and trying to crack seeds and having things not really happen the way you want.
Frequency.
So
1903 West 83rd Street.
they killing it. Well, they've been killing it. Yeah, I mean, they're not the only genetics company in the world, as you know, but they are a top tier company without a fucking doubt. You know what I mean? And it's them and people like them that push the industry to better and better things and further limits. And we as consumers are the ones who reap the benefit. It's their push that creates that great strain, that next one that we love so much.
1930, Sergeant back up unit, supervisor for 415 man, 15537, note of apartment 29.
That way you're not smoking the same old blue dream every day. You know what I mean? They're pushing the limits, bringing out new stuff. And dude, I got to tell you, they're very picky. Like, there's so many times I remember back in the day where, they'd come to Be Real TV, for instance, with a whole bunch of different stuff so we could try it. It was just a taste tester day. And so they basically like these, and they want your opinion, essentially. They want others' opinions because they don't want to be biased and say, well, I like it. Well, fuck what I think. I want to see what others think on top of what I think. And I just remember when they brought out the Chocolope, which was chocolate and cantaloupe. And I got to tell you, no joke, it tastes like cantaloupe and it's fucking fire. If you haven't had the Chocolope, you really, really need to try the Chocolope. It's really a good strain.
Suspect is a transient male, Hispanic, 40s, bald, wearing dark shirt, dark blue jeans, swung up Garrett's vehicle with a hammer. Code 2.
Oh!
28904.
No hammer? Come on! Denied. How we got no hammer?
What happens when you can be intentional?
Oh, there it is.
Really try to make an effort. So.
Forgot.
Where are we in year one of our LED replacement program?
I got these idiots still talking.
Can't touch this. Oh, God, please don't kill me with the hammer, Leonard, please. Oh.
That's what I want, a damned hammer.
Yeah, he was hitting somebody's car with a hammer.
You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Armed with a machete.
Oh.
Cutting of branches near the trash bin. No threats made. White smoke now seen in the area of the trash bin. Unknown suspect lit fire. FD responding. Code 2 and 2053 or D11.
Maybe he's the gardener. He's got a machete. He's cutting branches. Or maybe he's just Jason. Doesn't like the trees during the police chases. Because he watches Smoke and Scan.
252 West Sunset Boulevard. Apartment 204 D is in David. The code was in 1857 on the 822.
Well, yeah, they don't know if he set the fire, but they did see smoke.
Let me tell you something!
That's it. All right, guys. Let me do this, guys. If you guys want me, actually, yeah, let's just hop off. I'll see you guys later because I gotta go give him his shot and stuff like that. So. It was good to see you guys, unless you guys want me to sit here for one more bowl, but then you got to wait. I got to go give him a shot, and I got to come back. So I'll let you guys decide. You guys let me know. Hurry. Breaking news. I already saw that breaking news. It ain't breaking no more, man. That news ain't broke no more. That shit ain't broke no more. It ain't broke. All right, everybody have a good day. Sweet. All right, so we'll take you guys. Have a good day. I'll see you guys on the next one. I will let you know tonight. Hopefully, maybe like I said, we'll get going and do something. But other than that, I'm gonna go take care of the cat, and you be good and enjoy your day. And I guess that's it, guys.
I'll be back.
Good morning.
Bye.